It's Drake, Noguri. Just gonna Arctic Assault away from this one. And we still have a lot of cooldowns left available. The Drake once again going to be started up here. Canyon, do you have your finger on the smite button, my friend, is the real question here. As Teddy trying to have that Zeri moment. And there is the Ornhorn. They do manage to lock it down onto Kellen, but in goes Showmaker into the backline. Also, the ulti from Kellen was fantastic as the Poppy is torn apart. Noguri frontlining beautifully as Canyon, he's just going to settle on this Drake and they will be able to take it down. Really nice team fighting here for Damwon Kia.
And that was so patiently played by Damwon Kia. They knew there was going to be a moment where if Quantum Freaks held onto that Drake, which has extended its health on this patch, or it has been upgraded, it takes a lot longer to kill. So Quantum Freaks sticking on this Drake, not able to actually take it down quickly or burst it down. In that longer fight, Showmaker is constantly threatening charms. Doesn't hit, and of course, the one that's trying to kite there towards the top parts. And then Nuguri pulls the trigger on his ultimate at the last possible second. Look at where Quantum Freaks are. They're on the wrong side of the map. They're trapped here. 4,000 health on this Drake. When the Ornhorn comes through, hits Kellen only, but then Canyon instantly pulls the trigger here onto Ellim. Charm goes wide here, but it doesn't matter. There's enough damage, and Nuguri is just tanky enough. And in this longer fight, the Sivir damage is better. She has Kraken Slayer. It's just cracks here. We'll be able to look for a straight-up 5v5.
Yeah. Kwangdong just spending a little bit too much time in the mid lane, which they do very much like to do. This minion wave going to the nether as well as now Teddy. Gonna take a lot of damage here from Doctum. I liked the zoom work. Certainly made it very dramatic there, thanks to Jonah Strong, as Showmaker finds a little bit of CC there onto Keen, but he's not exactly the priority target. Noguri trying to get out of there. Ornhorn is going to come through. Doesn't land the first time, but will connect the second time. As Showmaker comes on forward, Ellim not able to find the stun with the heroic charges. Noguri's doing so much tanking. The rest of Damwon trying to run down here, and look at the AoE that's already been done. Doctum trying to set up, but the Sand Soldiers are fantastic, and Showmaker is not getting the value that he really wants. Hostile takeover is pretty huge as Teddy locks down a kill, but there is the kill on the Ornn. And Fate has to get himself out of there. Yeah, Quantum Freaks once again unable to find a team fight.
Showmaker and crew just decided we can actually turn on Nuguri's tanking. For a little bit there, it looked like for a second, maybe Quantum Freaks actually were just going to kill Nuguri essentially for free and would be able to kite around because it's Showmaker on Ahri. It's not sustained damage. It's not a battle mage in this type of scenario. But as Nuguri tanks this up, a few critical abilities do hit. The Orb of Deception actually brings Kwangdong low. As watch Showmaker's turn here. It's this first Orb of Deception. Charm comes through, has an Everfrost as well. And all of this extra damage from his second Orb. Look at the health bar suddenly. As Doctom comes over doing Ricochet, it's too much.
Oh dear. Ellim possibly in trouble. Charm is going to go wide though, as this Drake down very, very low. Damwon Kia. I mean, they're the ones that do have a lot of control in this situation. They have the soul point. They can give up one. They're not forced to fight for this as Noguri's going to get out of there. Ellim secures the dragon, and now Damwon Kia are thinking about a team fight. Doctom is extremely low though, as Glacial Prism will connect onto the Poppy. Heroic Charge stuns up the Sejuani, and she will go down. Doctom out of the fight right now as Teddy picks up the kill onto the Piggy. And Quantum Freaks, they get the Drake, and they get another kill for Teddy.
Teddy now has 2 kills in his pockets, halfway through his Infinity.
Some semblance of vision. As Doctom's just going to take the fight against Teddy. Glacial Prism will connect onto Ellim. Great handshake is going to come through as well. Doctom free hitting, and the Poppy is going to go down. Keeper's Verdict still available after all is said and done, as Damwon Kia are moving towards this Mountain Soul, and Quantum Freak's going to have to try and fight it out 4v5 without Zeri ult.
Keen's ult just came back up. Zeri ult almost up here. They can just buy a little bit of time. That's what these Drakes are looking to do.
Showmaker on another flank here coming from the north, as Keen does have the ability to lock off that choke point if he would like to, and they do have a lot of control vision. But now the Ornhorn's going to come through. Canyon, are you going to be able to find the smite this time is the question. The answer is yes, as Teddy has to skate over the wall, and now Keen is left to the Wolves, or to Damwon, whichever ones you want to call them. As Teddy, yeah, he can free hit somewhat, but it's still another kill going over to Doctom, and Damwon Kia have just become so much more tanky. Canyon looks for his way out, but he can just Heartbreaker try and get out of this one, as Teddy's still being frustrating. Doctom's going to turn on him though. Man, if that was a few more crits, things could have been much worse. As Noguri gets into that front line, and Teddy is going to be taken down. Now it's Canyon's turn to be a fed Zeri, but he might need to rethink it because he's down extraordinarily low. Ellim's going to turn back up into the fight, but it is too little and it is too late. And Damwon Kia, they're 1,000 gold ahead, Wolf. This is the lot.
Then the follow-up Ornhorn, as it just barely comes up here, is not good enough. Look at Doctom win out this trade, blocks the extendo beam with his spell shield here, and then he's like, all right, well, thanks for the heal. They end up blowing up the Poppy mean, from this moment on, it's essentially over. Horn here isn't going to get any value, and then the follow-up fight is actually so massive. Look at the handshake, blocks the Ornn reactivation, and Keen is just trapped in here, no way out. Then you see the follow-up ultimate from Nuguri actually blocks the Azir from looking for an ultimate here. It's actually fantastic as they try to kite back here. Teddy's like, okay, we can actually do this, Fate. If you can set up a big ult here, I can actually get a triple kill in this fight. The Nuguri says, no, you cannot. Teddy's in this choke. Look at the setup. So good idea-wise, but then Nuguri just says, nah.
And I feel like it's a little bit of frustration there from Teddy as well. He just wants there to be a little bit more action in this game. He wants to be able to press his buttons and actually shoot Damwon, but his front line hasn't really been there for him. The coordination for Kwangdong Freaks hasn't enabled Teddy this game. And I feel like maybe that had shown itself in that last play. The last cannon minion is going to go down. Damwon without control of mid. But they do have control of the Baron at this point in time. Keen in a little bit of trouble. Sun Disc has been put up. And this inner turret is just going to get taken down. Kwangdong Freaks' commitment to the mid lane going to pay off at this moment in time. Bellow's Breath avoids the handshake.
This strategy we've seen, very often from Faker this season, where you just set up a Sun Disc turret and go broke on the push. Unfortunately, it often leads to you getting trapped, but there isn't really great hard engage here outside of Kellen's ultimate for Damwon.
We got to get back to this battle, but that was definitely a win for Damwon as far as control of this mid lane, which is apparently what this entire game is about.
We're K-ramming hard this time, Atlas, because the objective control is so reliant on those waves.
Did you know bottom lane minions are worth half as much as the Glacial Prison goes completely wide? And Damwon now just still wanting to get over here. There's the Ornn once again, and they're looking for the Sejuani. Not sure whether I agree with that. Keeper's Verdict is going to connect onto him as well. Hostile takeover lands only onto Keen, and he's able to tank it up pretty happily. Nuguri as well, though. I mean, look at him. He's so tanky.
Yeah.
He walks back. He hasn't even lost any health, and they just take down this outer turret.
And that's just enough time here for Damwon to walk away, get prio on this Elder Drake, and no Keeper's Verdict, no Call of the Forge God here, no ability to set up for this team fight. So Teddy's got a lot of damage, but there's no setup for him. How can he actually deal the damage? Well, there's no front line.
Canyon's looking for a flank here, potentially. Kane's still at half health. Nuguri just Arctic Assaulting in the backline, trying to get that steadfast presence from Ellim, but Ellim's going to hold on to it. Wants to use it to try and protect Teddy from someone who's deadly. The Sejuani, not exactly as deadly. As now, we're still looking for a fight. Another Glacial Prison comes out. Keen's going to get taken down this time, you have to feel, and he will go. Doctarm collects it, and now they're on the Kwangdong Freaks side of the map, and they're just going to push forward. They're going to run out of minions as Showmaker's looking for a charm. There's the flash, but it doesn't connect. Heroic Charge comes down, but Ellim, the damage from this Sivir is massive. His Fate, I think, ults for the first time this game and doesn't get enough from it as Doctarm's going to chase them down. And I think Damwon may have just done it. The charm connects, and it's a triple for the Sivir. Mohan the last man standing, and this will be a Damwon Kia victory. Very low aggression, very high K-Ram, but it's still a Damwon win.
I mean, he's not going to go down, and each and every time they look for a pick onto him, he turns it as, look at this, just blowing up Keen, who once again eats the Wild Growth, which needs to be usually used on your AD carry who's low range here, and I mean, Kwangdong Freaks on the wrong side of the map here. Elder Drake goes down in live, they can get the full Exodia, just run straight towards the Baron. As Fate trying to peel, trying to set up for Teddy, but Teddy has just been left out to dry this game in so many ways. And I think this game was really decided the moment that Kwangdong Freaks decided to go for that Ornn engage mid, used all their ultimates right before that critical Drake fight, and then just lost the subsequent fight, lost control of the map.
An extra pressure point. As there it is, we're going for the dive now as Keen gonna have to go golden. Will do so as Hostile Takeover doesn't get that much value this time, but Damwon Kia just use it as zoning. They will be able to break open the base.
15 seconds on Elder. Kwangdong Freaks have outlasted that one at least. They still have these critical ultimates online, all of them in fact, so there's a chance here if Damwon Kia overextend for a miracle fight. It's so unlikely. Elder buff taking down Damwon Kia. Looks like they're just gonna back away.
Yeah, wanting to play this one by the book, Wolf. This has been a game that has certainly been extended. So therefore, taking all of the structures is probably the required way of winning. However, this is an absolute blowout as far as the money is concerned.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it was so close for so long. And now it's just Damwon with basically a 10k gold lead.
They're just using the last part of this Baron buff now to secure 3 inhibitors, and then the game is not losable from there, and they should be able to just kind of walk it in. at that point, as super minions are already stacking up in top and mid. But if you just force a fight under those turrets, there's a chance for Kwangdong.
Oh, the charm's going to connect onto Fate. Orbit Deception does a fair bit of work here as the knockup lands only onto Showmaker, but he is so safe in his positioning. Does still have to use the Spirit Rush, has Cleanse and Heal available as well. As Nogri here in this mid lane just ushering in these minion waves. Stocked Arm tears apart each wave that heads towards him. And Damwon, I think this war of attrition is about to be won, although they don't have a Baron buff anymore. Now they have free time on this inhibitor turret, and Teddy's back towards his base.
Yeah, the super minions starting to get into these Nexus turrets, and that's when the final inhibitor will go down. Damwon Kia, there's no objective to take on the map here. We're at 2 minutes to Elder, 2.5 minutes to Baron, so probably just need to back out.
Well, Extendo Beam comes forward. Teddy's just looking for this one, does throw out the ulti. As Nogri, I mean, he doesn't take a lot of damage here, guys. He also has Arctic Assault, so he'll be fine. Just getting a bit frisky towards the end of the game.
Yeah, and this is a Damwon Kia that have so much engaged potential. Look at Ellim's angle here, not great.
We're dashing in once again onto Keen, who's taking so much damage. These ricochets really doing work, as that is another kill onto Keen. Bellow's Breath going to be used by Canyon, as he does manage to take him over. And now Teddy relegated to underneath his Nexus turrets as Damwon Kia bear down. They will be able to win game one. It's on red side as well, and it must feel fantastic. The 3-loss streak could be over. They're able to win another one in this series, as well as getting away from that 6th place. They're going to try and farm some kills here, as Teddy as well is just trying to show that he wanted to do things this game, Wolf, but he was just denied, and Damwon Kia will win game one.
Just phenomenal.
양방.
위에 룰 걸렸어.
오른 봐. 그냥
오른 매우. 오케이.
오른부터 쳐볼래? 오른부터 해.
오른. 아지르 들어왔다. 제리 정화 없다. 천천히. 밀타 웨이브하고 끝내자. 팅구로 때려보. 밀타 웨이브.
이번에 제리 매우 쿨 해볼게.
네, 룰루피 많이 갈렸거든. 팅구 3초. 끝내자. 뽀삐.
리바 아지르 들어왔다.